In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He created man in his own image, but man listened to the voice of Satan rather than obeying the voice of God. Yet God loved his lost world. He sent his Son, Jesus, to redeem man, to redeem us. Now he calls us to share the message with others. We have a world to win. The last few years, God's world for us has been Wesleyan Evangelical Seminary in Brakpan, South Africa, located in a prosperous suburb of Johannesburg. The South African district of the Wesleyan Church is spread throughout the cities and towns of South Africa. Soon after my arrival, I was elected to be Assistant District Superintendent, working with Reverend Winston Callaghan. The annual family camp held on the seminary campus was a highlight of my responsibilities. You will find these camps very much like the ones you attend here at home. What times of refreshing they were. Bartlesville Wesleyan College released me from division chairmanship so that I could serve as principal of our seminary in Brakpan. My title, Scholar at Large, made it possible for me to coordinate academic programs of the two schools. Once there, we found ourselves working from the ground up. My first task as principal was to update curriculum, find teachers, and recruit students for the school. Recruitment was the biggest challenge. The Wesleyan Church in South Africa had reached an impasse in its growth. The key to new growth was to train new leaders. As I visited area churches, God confirmed this burden in my heart. I met many bright, young potential leaders who could set their world on fire if they were given proper guidance. Then there was our own world. In the community around me, I saw that even established church leaders were defeated in their Christian lives. The message of the gospel was not being communicated clearly because religion did not seem relevant to daily life. What could be done? How could we reach our world in Brakpan? As we prayed about it, God seemed to make it clear to us that Christian education held the key.
By the time a solid theological curriculum was ready, God had given us a staff of qualified professors and 19 students.
Young people were sensing God's call to full-time ministry. Churches were beginning to experience revival. As the seminary program developed, ministers from other denominations visited our classes. They expressed an appreciation for our commitment to provide quality education for the church leaders of South Africa.
Opportunities were opening for me too. God was leading me to minister to my world. Among other things, I was invited to speak to women's groups. My theme, how to keep God at the center of every part of life. One day, a woman asked if we could offer a seminar for women. Charles and I eagerly responded to this opening. We developed a morning course on life changes, especially for women.
One of the women, Gail, had an unusual gift for bringing others into her home for Bible studies. As the women attending her Bible studies shared their struggles with her, she turned to us for help. Gail became an enthusiastic recruiter for our family seminars. New families attended every session. We could sense that God was leading us to a whole new ministry.
When God calls us to serve Him, we never know the turns the road may take. Both the seminars and Charles's ministry of private counseling were unexpected avenues of outreach. But they became a vital part of our ministry to our world.
God also opened a way for us to start a seminary extension program for working men who were sensing a call to ministry, but had not been able to complete their seminary education. Ron is one of these men. He pastors a migrant congregation in a mining town. It was necessary for him to work in order to support his growing family. There was no way Ron could attend daytime classes. So I took the seminary to men like Ron. Soon I was making a periodic circuit stretching 700 kilometers from Petersburg in the north to beyond Durban in the south. Graduation is a highlight of the year. I wish you could meet some of our graduates. Ray, for instance. He went from the seminary into military service. During the 2 years required of all South African men, Ray felt God's call to become a chaplain. He has found receptive hearts wherever he has served. What a thrill to see another graduate, Mark, planting a church in an expanding suburb of Johannesburg. How we rejoiced as he recently baptized his first converts.
God's will for us has meant a lifetime call to ministry. From the time I was dedicated as a baby, through the years when at 9 years of age Christ became personal to me. I sensed a definite call to service at 14. Repeatedly, God confirmed His call to me through a term of missionary service in the West Indies and 26 years of pastoring and raising a
wonderful world of outreach. In your personal life, in your community contacts, in your church, and also in the world of missions. But, you ask, where do I begin? Start where you are. Prayerfully assess your life, your abilities, and your desire for ministry. Then find out what the needs are in your church, in your neighborhood, in Wesleyan World Missions. Then begin prayerful preparation. If it requires further training, get it. If you need to change your lifestyle, change it. When God gives you a desire to serve Him in His world, He is able to open the doors to long or short-term service, just as He did for us. God has a world for each of us to win. Where is yours? It might even be that your world is Southern Africa. But wherever it is, we have a world to win.